Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Charles. I am a junior at the College of Worcester. I'm a computer science and economics double major, and I am here with my teammates, Andres Xenofontos, who I will allow to introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Andreas Xenofondos. I'm a senior at the College of Worcester. I'm an economics major and a theater minor.
Hello, my name is Katie Harvey. I am also a senior at Worcester and a global and international studies major with an environmental studies minor. We're very excited to be here today to tell you a little bit about our AMRI project from this past summer. We worked with 5 lovely clients. We had the Wayne Center for the Arts, the City of Worcester, the Worcester Downtown Arts Theater, Main Street Worcester, as well as United Way of Wayne County. So we had a lovely time working with our clients on the development of an arts and culture district. We'd also like to thank our advisors from this past summer, Dr. Fries and Dr. Kraus, whose help was really instrumental to our success. To give a bit of overview on our project, there were 2 plans published by the City of Worcester in 2014 and 2015, laying the groundwork for the development of an arts and culture district. Now, this area that you see highlighted on the map is the general area where this district will be found in the future, but the goal of the project was essentially to, 1, improve the residential properties around this area, and also to create a destination with a focus on the arts and on Worcester's culture. So our team this summer was tasked with the furthering of these plans of this development project by these 3 actions, which you can see here. So the first, our plan of action was discussing with our stakeholders within the City of Worcester, local nonprofits, local businesses, and also community members to understand what they would like to see come out of this arts and culture district. Beyond that, the next step of our plan was to research other arts districts around the country. You can see a small list of them here, but we want to understand how they got to their point of success with their arts and culture districts. And finally, we also used some reports from external organizations to do some more data-oriented research to present some hard data findings for our clients.
Here you can see an overview of our project, which was divided into 6 different aspects: the economic impact, the management structure, marketing and event planning, housing development option, construction, and COVID-19 response. We're going to talk briefly for each one, starting with economic impact, which we separated into 2 different sections. Firstly, we focused on the event-related spending, which was based from the Arts and Economic Prosperity 5th study conducted by the American for the Arts in 2015. We got extensive data from 3 similar demographic cities to Worcester: Hannibal in Missouri, Pantucha in Kentucky, and Alva in Oklahoma. And the second section, we examine approaches on how to measure the success of an arts and culture district, which was based on the Texas Cultural Trust Report published in 2010. And again, we focused on 3 similar demographic cities to Worcester: Denison, Huntsville, and Winsboro.
Beyond understanding the economic impact of having an arts and culture district, we wanted as a team to answer the questions of how will this arts and culture district be started and how will it be sustained, but also who will lead this development process. So in order to answer those questions, we looked to other arts and culture districts around the country and analyzed the type of management structures that they had. So as you can see across the top of the chart, here's a list of 6 examples of management structures, whether it is an informal collaborative between organizations, a structured public-private partnership, or specific an economic development organization that has taken the charge on this. There's many different ways to go, and we just provided some examples of what cities are doing what combinations of structures work, and how to find success within those structures. The third aspect of our deliverable was dealing with marketing and event planning. In creating an arts and culture district, we would like to see more events taking place downtown. In talking with members of the community, they'd like to see consistency in the types of things that can be done downtown, to see a nightlife start to arise downtown. So we look to the questions of what's distinctive about Worcester and how can we use that to draw people in.
The fourth one was the housing development options. Based on our research, we provided in our final report to our clients 3 different housing strategies for attracting artists in moving to the Worcester area, as well as embracing the target development area mentioned in the comprehensive plan of the Worcester City in 2015. The first one, which is particularly famous in a lot of cities, is the artist relocation residency programs, which can be organized at local level. The second one are special grants to artists, which again can be organized at the local level. For both of them, we provided example cities in our report. And Brandon will talk about option 3 with tax incentive programs.
So with tax incentive programs, what we did is we looked at different types of incentives that can make artists and their businesses want to work and live in a certain city or a certain state. The main inspiration we used for this was the Maryland Arts and Entertainment District, which is a statewide organization that offers different types of tax incentives, but these possibilities can vary based off what type of state you live in because of different types of laws. For construction, we focused a lot on public art. So for this, we focused on the importance of visual and auditory cues, which is something that we learned was very important when you're looking at an art and culture district, especially when you look at the cities we researched, which were Reno, Nevada, St. Augustine, Florida, and Manassas, Virginia. And what we did when we researched these, we found different types of public art installations that had different benefits and costs towards the city. So we separated these into things that we thought would be good for Worcester into 2 distinct categories: large-scale public art, which has a higher cost but has a higher net benefit, and small-scale public art, which has a smaller cost but also less benefit.
And the last one was the COVID-19 consideration. Unfortunately, we had to deal and consider COVID-19 pandemic. We included surveys in the report from the Colin D. Schneider research website, as well as for the American for the Arts website, which were surveys on how people will respond to the pandemic in the arts and theater related activities, what they believe, what their intentions, and the economic impact of the pandemic to the arts and theater related activities. We also provided suggestions and recommendations from other cities, like in New York, with the closure of a section of the street. We had the chance to talk with Pantuca in Kentucky when they said about distance audience from live performance, as well as an innovative way from Boulder, Colorado, where they provided quick funding for their artists.
So what I learned over that work period and during Amory was that I worked best during the late morning or early afternoon, which was a lot of time management skills. And I also learned how to give better presentations to to clientele and also professors, just to make sure that I'm getting across the important information.
Absolutely. Amory also for me was a very valuable experience, and I learned a lot about asserting myself in a professional environment, learning how to get information that I'm looking for, whether it's online, on the phone, via email, or in a meeting. I learned a lot about taking up space and asserting myself. Beyond that, what I'll take back to the classroom especially is about the functionings of local governments and local organizations. Getting to work in the city of Worcester with the government especially was really valuable, and I'll be sure to use that information back in the classroom on a daily basis this year.
And for me as well, Embry was an incredible experience. I submitted my junior IS on Thursday, and then on Monday we started the Embry experience, which was so much research. So I learned that I do enjoy research, and it helped me to decide which master or even a PhD degree. I also improved my problem-solving skills. We had to deal with a lot of hard situations, or a lot of situations under pressures, and we all did very well. We are grateful for this opportunity, and we want to thank our stakeholders and financial supporters. Without them, this project wouldn't have been possible. Thank you all for watching our presentation and your interest in our project.